Hello to all my lovely nerds and nerdettes of the interwebs. My name is Brian, and this is God Save the Nerds, your source for all things nerd news. So in all the years that Pokemon has been out, over 20 plus years, what is the one thing that Ash Ketchum has never done? Now, the answer to that question is, of course, go to school. The kid's never actually gone and got a formal education, doesn't know jack shit about Pokemon, and shows it pretty often when he goes to battle. Now, one would think over the years that the man that the boy would have acquired some sort of a skill set as far as, knowing what the hell goes where and who counters what. But, unfortunately, the protagonist of Pokemon, Mr. Ash Ketchum, has failed to get the memo. Now, with Sun and Moon now being released here in the States, there's also a anime series that's going to be following suit here, as is per tradition here, regarding Pokemon. So, with Sun and Moon, we are going to be following Ash as he adventures through the Aloha region, as we are going to be doing in the game. And, what the hell? They're throwing Ash in school. So yeah, this motherfucker's finally gonna get that formal Pokemon education he needs, and maybe he'll finally win a friggin' Pokemon League. Aside from the Orange Islands. So, going back to the Orange Islands, actually, the theme of the series here is Ash is going to be going through island trials versus going through gym battles like we've been accustomed to. So he's taken a page out of the Orange Islands playbook here, going back to Season 2 of Pokemon. Now, on top of going to school here, we're also going to be getting a new cast of characters for Ash to be following around with. And, as is per tradition with Pokemon, cast change every new season. And other than that, not much has been released as far as details go surrounding the new series. So all we know is that we're going to be getting a new cast of characters who are kind of unnamed or undecided as far as personalities go at this point. And that Ash is going to school. So, yeah, lots to look forward to here with this new Pokemon season, on top of seeing some new faces in the Pokemon that we're going to be discovering. So, yeah, lots to look forward to. Now, moving over to movie news here, apparently Mr. Sinister has been confirmed for the newest Wolverine movie to be a part of it here. It was confirmed by Bryan Singer himself, who is the director of X-Men Apocalypse in the digital HD release. So yeah, the man has been putting in some work here, letting us know that Mr. Sinister is going to be paying Wolverine a visit, and this is awesome. One hell of a development here. Now, for you comic book fans out there, you know what I'm talking about here. When you hear Mr. Sinister, you're like, holy fuck, this is amazing, and I got to see this shit. And now, for those of you who don't know who Mr. Sinister is, he's basically a mad scientist obsessed with furthering the evolution of the human race. And he was actually given his mutant powers from Apocalypse. So kind of like how you guys saw Storm get her powers from Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse. So yeah, it's kind of like the similar deal. Now, that's basically why, Mr. Sinister was introduced to us in a end credit scene. For those of you guys who haven't seen the movie, spoiler warning here, he was referenced to in the end credit scene for X-Men Apocalypse. And this is awesome stuff. And Wolverine 3, the third installment in the Wolverine series here, is going to be debuting in March 2017. And I really want to see just what Mr. Sinister is going to be putting this guy through in Hugh Jackman's last installment of this franchise for himself. So yeah, good stuff here. Now, moving over to video games here, we have Sega being one hell of a sport here as far as, the use of their IPs. Now, what people like to do is they like to take IPs from companies, more specifically like Nintendo and Sega, and kind of put their own spin to them and make them make them awesome creations, really. Like, for example, with Sega's Sonic IP, they have recently made a game out there that's now being played called, it's called Green Hill Paradise Act 2. And it was actually debuted on the Game Grumps channel. For those of you guys who haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. Danny and Aaron are playing through the game here, and great news from Sega. They actually went on Twitter and told the dev of the game to keep making great stuff and to encourage Sonic fans to go ahead and keep using the IP and developing games with it, just to kind of put Sonic out there into the limelight again, because, he's kind of fallen, so to speak, here with a few of these crappy titles that have been circulating from Sega lately. So they're like, well, if we can't do it, you guys sure as fuck can, so keep going with it, because we like what we see. And for those of you guys who haven't seen Green Hill Paradise Act 2, it's basically a 3D version of the Green Hill Zone from Sonic, but put to an open world feel. So you basically can just kind of explore the Green Hill Zone in a 3D setting. It's awesome. And Nintendo, on the other hand, has been pretty much fun Naziing their IPs here. So, things like Mario and Metroid, people are being chased off the internet here and not allowed to debut their games. Like, for example, there was a Metroid remake, like a spiritual successor, I believe. And it took like 9 years for the dev to make this thing. And Nintendo just chased them off the face of the planet. They were just like, get the Gestapo out there, get these guys down. And oh my God, I just can't believe what Nintendo is doing here to these intellectual properties. And the fact that they're just so bogarty with them. And they're just like, no, you guys can have them. They're our golden goose. We don't care how crappy we've made them. You guys can't make them amazing because only we can do that. So to these devs and to Sega, they're just saying, fuck you, Nintendo. We don't give a crap. Because apparently our IPs are worth making games with. And frankly, what Nintendo's not realizing here is that these devs who are making properties with these IPs, they're not making money on them. They're more or less doing them out of the love of the game here and just doing them out of the goodness of their hearts. So, frankly, on top of Sega, I really want to give my own endorsement to these guys. And I really hope you guys continue doing what you're doing and making these IPs great again, so that Sega and these other companies will be encouraged to make further content with these things, Because if they see that you guys are making content and that they're becoming popular, they're going to be like, well, hey, maybe we should start making content of our own again and putting a price tag to it, so maybe we can make a little extra money while bringing some quality entertainment to the households that we love to support. So yeah, definitely look forward to new stuff from these devs and support their work, because the more support they get, maybe Sega and Nintendo will start to open their eyes and put forth some more content for you guys, the gamers. Now, going back to more video game news here, PS4 is going to be releasing 4.0, their new user interface update here, and that's going to be set for debuting tomorrow, so Tuesday. So go ahead and make sure you guys fire up your PS4s and get this new UI update here. So just to kind of give you guys an update, an update on an update, right? Now, to let you know what you guys are going to be getting here with this new update, we're essentially looking at a new user interface here. Now, what that means is that Sony is going to be making changes to the old user interface that we've become accustomed to, and hopefully making it a little more user-friendly, a little more navigable. Now, on top of this, they're also including folders for organization. So they're going along with file folders, so you guys can organize your games, your files, your musics, your playthroughs, your screenshots, everything you want to put underneath the sun that can be made with the PS4. So they want to make sure that organization is the #1 priority for gamers going forward. And frankly, this is a great and wonderful addition, because I know that I am super unorganized and I like to kind of keep things scattered. But, with this new organizational tool, I might be able to fix that and hopefully make things a little better for myself. Now, on top of this, we're having HDR compatibility being included with this update, which is awesome news for us, for us gamers who are wanting to take things to the next level. And this is just great news, so lots of stuff to look forward to with that. Now, on top of this, we have 1080p streaming for both YouTube and Twitch being a thing. So not only are we going to have not only are we cutting out the middleman, basically having to set up our streams and all that, we're being able to now upload directly to YouTube and Twitch to upload our gameplay, and it's going to be, of course, high quality 1080p, which is the best we can get right now, and that's awesome. That's awesome news for a gamer like me who's incredibly lazy that Twitch streams. It's awesome to know that I'm cutting out the middleman, so that's wonderful news there. And on top of that, but wait, there's more. We have a music menu coming to the quick menu. So not only are you going to be able to put up your streams here, you're going to be able to play some music while you're doing it. So that's awesome news. And for all we know, maybe they could even open up a store to where you can purchase music to download and put it in your file folders that you're going to be making here. So lots to look forward to here with this user interface update from from Sony, and lots of new cool features here to look forward to. So yeah, with that said, that's the end of the show, guys. And I really hope you enjoyed tuning in today to God Save the Nerds and to myself, Mr. Brian here. And I really hope you guys learned something and you take the time to subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out. And be sure to also like the video if you guys really enjoyed the content and the stories here you saw and you want to hear more. So, again, thank you so much, everybody, for your continued love and support. And also, be sure to check me out on Twitch, like I was mentioning before. The link is in the description below, and I stream every day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, again, my name is Brian. This has been God Save the Nerds, and I'm signing out until next week. See you guys later.